chorus for Justice Ganguly's resignation is growing louder after a Supreme Court panel indicted the former judge in a sexual harassment case.
Well, political parties as well as the NCW demanding action right now against Justice Ganguly after the allegations against him came forward by the intern.
First, he must step down, and that is what is unfortunate in our country, that people in positions of power seem to think that doing these kind of things that they do is something so normal that it's not even worth being talked about, leave alone taking action against. I think this really goes to show the mindset and goes to show what women of this country have been facing since the last so many years. And it is unfortunate that a person in his position does not think that after being found guilty, he still doesn't think that there is any sense of decency in him, that he thinks he needs to step down. And definitely action should be taken against such people. But the law must take its course, and the country must say enough is enough. These people are not going to be allowed to get away with it any longer. And I appeal to all women to come up and speak up, because the country is with them, the nation's with them. The men's mindset needs to be changed. If they don't change it themselves, we all get together and ensure that they pay for it.
I don't want to talk individually about a particular judge. My concern is a much larger institutional concern. And now we have all realized, and we should realize, that the infallible are also ordinary mortals. I am a little surprised that the Supreme Court instituted an inquiry qua a person who was no longer a judge. And I thought that perhaps they have instituted that inquiry to figure out at the outset as to whether an offense has been committed or not. And now that they have found that there are unwelcome things that the former judge did, which were in the nature of a sexual act, I would have then thought that the Supreme Court would take it up on the judicial side. Having come to a conclusion, they have now washed their hands off it and said that they are not interested anymore because he is a retired judge. Now, if it were another ordinary citizen, an ordinary mortal, they would have taken it up as a matter of great concern, because it impacts on the dignity of a young girl. And they ought to have protected that dignity. And I'm a little surprised and disappointed that they have washed their hands